Oh, good, and all the spiderling eggs are to the north. Actually, why am I shield upping? That's not relevant in this fight. Because they're gonna web the first person they see. Here they come. Skippity boop 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 boop. Maybe I can create an opening. Anyway, hold that frickin' line. Spear rolls back up. Can't pound on them's drum anymore, but... what I can do is step up and take out two of them. So far, so good. That red back is still a tad concerning. We are otherwise managing the situation well enough. Not poisoned yet. But we need some immediate reinforcement north, or else things are going to get real bad real quick. Yeah, it doesn't feel so nice, does it, you spider bastards? Jesus, he was in some tight webbing if, you know, that many people were fumbling that much. Unfortunately, that's another spear wall that ain't happening. Just keep banging on them drums, and we'll be quite alright. Yeah, I'm thinking we make a hard rotation up here. That's gonna start some poison sooner or later, and that's not good. The fact we're trumpsing around in the snow is not a fun thing either. I'll see if some people can move by next round. Look, being fueled by bloodlust is a hell of a way to kill. Yeah, we've broken so many of them that they're just running at this point, which is a very good sign. Yikes. That's not a good ask. Yeah, they just want to be out of here at this point. They're like, nope, that way. I'm legitimately surprised that they have not taken poison damage yet. Ripping people out of their webs. With some people who aren't even tapped for energy. Well, in all cases, thankfully, I do believe that we've got this one in the bag as long as the red back doesn't screw us over. He's immune to poison, so eat shit. Alright, time to surround this poison boy. And it officially broke. Run it the hell down. And there they go, running away. This is just called Bully the Redback Hour. Thank God, unlike in real life, this thing wouldn't fight to the... It would fight to the very end and be very scary. But because it's operating off a morale mechanic, it's just in a mosh pit of death. I'm definitely going to enjoy taking home the Gosmer. And it's done. I don't know if I can carry home all this Gosmer. Just short. The mercenaries scour the fields, and sawing at the spider's stiff remains to take back to Victor the Counselor. Even in death, the Webnicks are ghastly, looking only a moment away from flinching back to life and wrapping themselves around the nearest breathing animal. Their horrifying features and surreal size does not stop some sellswords from dancing around, clicking their tongues and hissing, and all around preying upon the phobias of those less inclined to go near the damn things. Unfortunately, we're so rock odd that we're not exactly Victor the Counselor's hosting a birthday party when he enters his room with a giant dead spider and fling the corpse across the floor. Its bristly hairs hiss as they scratch down from the stone, and its 8 legs scuttle upside down like some furniture of horror, and it strays sideways and pops off the corner of a bookshelf and flips into the troughs and prongs there as though ready to pounce. Chaos breaks out as everyone screams and runs out the door or bails from the nearest open window, a litter of colorful confetti playfully twirling in their wake. The townsman stands alone amongst the emptied space and purses his lips. Truly, sellsword? Was that really necessary? You nod and tell him that hiring you was necessary and that paying you will still be very necessary. The man shakes his head and gestures with a fake donkey tail to the corner of the room. Your satchel's over there as agreed upon. Now get that awful thing out, though, and tell those fine folks the reveries need not be over. Here's a job. Good shit. This will help us get us some more relations, because I need more noble contracts. And it pays good, too. 239 per head brought back, and I know exactly where an encampment is. Huh, not as heavy as I thought the encampment would be. Oh yeah, and my bags are full. Fuck. Well, let's get to work. I don't really need all that poison oil. What's giving him he really has that heavy tree cover? Yikes, okay. That unhold's gonna crash into the line. It's gonna be a little painful. We should be fine, given the rest of the line should hold up nicely, but that's not a comfortable position for that unhold to be in. Still some of the best damn music in this game. Well, that went wild. To be fair, I didn't really do anything smart with him. That's not really working out for you lads, is it? Alright, charge on in, boys. Time to take out some barbarians. Yeah, they're just done at this point. Bonk. Again, I'm going to say it, but these songs sound a lot better when you have headphones on. Gone. Dead. And their loot is kind of crap, but we're going to work with it anyway. Jesus, only 7 bodies in that lineup. Or 7 heads to collect. That's not a good score. The first leg of the patrol is done. Now you move on to the next one. You inform the men as much and they groan. You also inform them you're not paying them to bitch, but they groan at that too. The furs are worth it enough. Some beer. So I'm going Mach 5 down the road. A lot of retired soldiers live up here. Interesting. Either case, I'm already at full capacity, so there ain't much that I can do there. I have a feeling that, yeah, it's dropped pretty low, unfortunately. I need me some allying contracts, not just enough to keep me at friendly. Good God, game. Safe roads. Let them villagers be spooked as hell. As long as I get back to Annenstadt at some point, we should be okay. Here we go. This is a hunt. That'll get us 20 heads, and that'll be good enough for a payday. Try to see if I can't slog any more space for the time being. Could have made that into beer. I don't want the peasants involved in this. Please. God damn it. Alright. The peasants are gonna mess things up, but okay. The one time I don't want them to be in the way. Well, if they all end up dying, I ain't responsible for them, unfortunately. I'm gonna put it bluntly, none of these peasants are gonna survive a direct conflict with these guys. They're going to paste badly. Well, they got the dog, I'll give them credit for that one. Huh? What the hell was that? And the worst part is they're in front, so I gotta have to weirdly arc my shots. Yeah, where are the rest of them?
Can't say I was surprised about that one.
Hold the line!
Please leave the monster slaying to professionals.
Hold the line!
There's a reason we suggest this. And now it's time to push in.
Unfortunately, this is why I was saying all these guys are gonna get in the way. Nice, I just reached over the logging and all was well in the land. I'll take it. Two shots rapid. Damnable line of sight. Looks like we got it from here, though.
That's everyone KIA.
Grab the goodies and we're out of here. They actually dropped their whip for once. A sturdy thorned whip used by barbarians, both in battle and to herd wild beasts, even the largest of which will flinch from its crack. Unfortunately, I don't have a dedicated whip specialist, so, not our concern, unfortunately. It'll make a good piece to sell once we get back to town. $4,352 crowns. Good stuff. God, my arm's cramped. I need an actual disc. Actually, if I remember correctly, whips are indeed cleavers. The main thing about cleavers, however, about whips is that they're terrible against armor. The bleed they do, however, is actually hilarious. $20 stack bleed. Or disarm. Range of 3 tiles. That or do that as an opening skirmishing maneuver. That actually might work. Right, she either has Leith or... Yeah, she's spec towards Leith. Ballistics. And yeah, that guy can just crack from the battlements and then switch over to pulling his sword afterward. Alright, let's make some beer. Oh, light padding replacement, actually. Yeah, I'll take that if one does not mind. Because that was actually lined up for Satori instead of the fur coating. You stroll into Allenstead just in time to see a smoldering body kneel forward from the blackened stake of which they were tied. A few citizens pass you, cheering the death of a witch. Curious as to whether or not this was true, your very own witch hunter Siegfried the Torturer goes to the body and examines it. With a sigh, he looks back to you and shakes his head. What is this? Confirmed, the lady was not, in fact, a witch. Brutal mistake was made. How long on that, padding replacement? Almost done. We need to get to the next town, though, so we can get some work. Really need to try and boost up that ally rating. With the House of Green! There's our Rondel. Now we can have a redback dagger. Actually, anyone else leveling up? Nope. Hasn't been a heavy amount of excitement going on in this area for a while. One dot noble contract, still a noble contract. Duke Tolsvik von Steinwall's rubbing an apple raw, peeling back the rind and the grit with the grit of his thumb. My father used to tell me, if you don't have a name that raises respect just by its sound, then you have no name at all. Unfortunately, Gunston does not respect the name of Steinwall. They refuse my offers of protection and have insulted my family. I want you to go back and pay them for this. I want you to go there, not as mercenaries, but as brigands, and show them what happens in a world without Steinwall's protection. Of course, you must be thorough, Sellsword. Oh yeah, just raise the blast furnace. Not a cool thing to do. But unfortunately, we're playing the game of noble politics. They don't want anything else done, apparently, so... Blood is shed. So, the redback dagger. A dagger made from the fang and poison gland of a redback spider. It can inject redback poison into the target. It's roughly around time for Fish to take the front line at this point, at level 7.
Doom.
The blast quiet as furnace, a little too quiet for a place marked for destruction. You shake your head at the cruelty of this world, but remind him that this is a job you're going to be getting paid for. Encircle them. Oh, what the hell is this? This is encircling them? Practically having to run right into the fray. Yeah, but you think we would have spawned a little closer. Just a turn or two and they can bail. No encircling tactic I've ever seen would be this loose. This practically gives them all the time they need to run away. I almost worry what it looks like to go, sweep in from one side. If this is what an encirclement looks like. Especially since these guys can take a hit, that's a tad concerning. 1, 2, 3, 4. To count for the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11th is like in there. Shit. Really? Oh well. That's all of them. Now let us begone this place. And so the resistance is put down. A few bodies here, a few there. You hope you got them all. All that's left is to burn everything to ashes and make your leave. And that is why we don't do those contracts. Or at least we won't do them again. Because this shit's fucked. I killed them all, though. I'm sorry, I killed them all, you fuck. You left some of them alive, but it's alright. They think brigands were responsible. You put your hand to your sword's hilt and glance at one of Duke Tolvig von Steinwall's guards. I still expect to be paid in full. Duke Tolvig von Steinwall waves his hands to his desk where the satchel is. Of course, but next time I ask you to do something, I expect you to do it in full. Understand? Blah. Again, we're not doing that a second time. Wait, this doesn't count as a... Thankfully, it only seems to be one. Keyword one. If he wants to burn down his own, if he wants to burn down his own civilization, he can do that. But I think it'd be best if we, again, left this place. A shooter with no gift for shooting. Okay. So what, is he meant to be a switch archer? Come to think of it, brigands are so extremely well armed nowadays that, yeah, it makes sense that, that they think it's brigands. Ah, the noble, the brigand army is up and going. I've never fought the brigand army, so let's see how this mess goes. So, brigand army. Hoy, mercenary, how long has it been since you slaked your blood with the sword of evil, cruel men? He drops the sarcasm, and you figure you'll be standing now. We at Fletchenstein are having a bit of a tiff with some of the local brigands. Local to us, that is, and their little rat's hole must be somewhere not far from here. Peasants bother me every day about this. They panic like it's a whole army of these little troublemakers. Can you believe it? Obviously, I think the answer to this issue is to hire some finely armed men such as your little company of good folk. So, does that pique your interest, mercenary? Do I need to find sturdier types for the task? 2,330 in advance, 28k for getting the job done. Now, don't get me wrong, this will be a test of our mettle. I imagine there's going to be a fucking lot of them. You reach Wickstrat and order your mercenaries to start gathering any information related to bandit activities. News of your arrival spreads, and commoners begin to ask you if the threat of the bandit hordes is real. With your agenda in mind and little care for the safety of the locals, you tell the main force of outlaws has already been defeated. Locals are told you are hired to hunt down the remaining bandits, and that most likely retreated to their encampment. Thanks to this strategy, you're able to collect a few hints about where their main force operates from. Due to the misinformation you seeded into the village's mind, some of them are more willing to trade as you prepare to head out from Wickstrat. For the amount of loot we're going to be bringing back, we're going to need empty satchels. I don't think I need that many Holenhound bones. Where does pouches and belts go on this? Or have I just not been lucky enough to get anyone with it? I think I've just been unlucky and just not gotten it, which is a little ridiculous. Or maybe it doesn't exist with expanded trees. No bag. Oh, there's bags and belts. So it's a first tier perk. Then potions. I don't know what potions are off the top of my head. So Iron Will potions are good for ignoring injury, and Cat's potions are initiative. I mean, hey, might as well use these resources for something. I noticed that fish also doesn't have, doesn't have duelist, which kind of sucks. That'd make her much more killy. Also, she's interestingly a bleeder. Okay. I'm trying to think of what other kind of prep work I can do. Because this is gonna be a fight. Oh god, come to think of it, all the fucking master archers who are gonna just let loose. I am not fond of that concept. Okay, we need more clues at Tabermoose. As far as I'm aware of, the last time we got jumped. Which is fun! Tavern Moose is where you're told to find more clues. Your mercenaries approach locals with the same lies that worked last time. To your amusement, these people seem to take the bait and are soon spilling rumors that could be helpful in your main objective. Spirits among Tavern Moose inhabitants are noticeably raised. Hoping all the gossip you are able to get is enough to find the bandit army, you head back to consult with your employer about your next move. No gambling for me, Fish, if you don't mind. The board keeps changing. Marching all around the world has put some wear and tear on your sellswords. Whenever a mercenary takes off a boot, you can see the blood seeping through the sock. They've accumulated sores and boils. One peels the flesh off a toe and instantly barks their regret, and you nod. All in all, this is the price to pay for being on the road so much. The next stop ain't far. You hope the mercenaries can keep it together till they get there. Whatever bandages you have are applied as necessary. Put your boots back on. Not long after you enter Fletchenstein, your employer summons you. This time you enter meeting that is more war council than tea party. All local militia captains are present, discussing the defensive capabilities of Fletchenstein and outlying farms in case of siege. With the rumors you've gathered, you've bought, and the information from other agents, the location of the bandit army is finally determined. Begin wondering if this job is worth the risk. With the threat confirmed, your hesitance clearly terrifies your employer greatly. He assures you money he promised will be paid to the last crown if the threat is eliminated. Food, wine, and company are offered if you success. Anything to convince you to stop the bandits or die trying. Anything to slow the bandit army down. Preparing to move out from Fletchenstein, you notice unusual mobilization of local levies. To war. We're fighting them in the fucking swamp. In the fucking swamp. So this contract went from this is probably going to suck to hot dog shit. And I reserve the right to scum because it's in the fucking swamp. Our only hope is to hit him in the dark. So the company is a name master archer, a sword master, master archers, a shit ton of veterans, and monks. It's those master archers I'm aware of. As you approach the bandit encampment, you notice they do not seem like any raiders you've encountered. You've expected to be attacked instantly, but they hesitate. Some are outlaw scum, even well equipped. They do not seem eager for a fight. Fish notices some familiar faces. Trader folk from former dealings. Deals that are not exactly inside boundaries of local law. Before any hostility starts, Fish approaches you with a risky idea if you're willing to try. Give it a shot. Fish starts negotiations with some of the less bloodthirsty-looking bandits. Promises of great wealth without spilling blood appeal to a sizable part of the outlaw gathering. You notice a few of the raiders start taking coins Fish offers, preparing to leave the encampment. The situation, while acceptable for the greedy, does not sit well with the ones looking for blood. The camp atmosphere grows more tense with every minute, and as those interested in bribery leave, and all left looking at you as hungry people with violence in their eyes. The last moment of peaceful negotiations is interrupted when one of the bandit leaders approaches Fish and yells, "We ain't interested in petty kickbacks. We take all the gold after we take your lives. Kill them all!" At least we got some of them. So we have a We actually have allied detachment with us. Also, we're in the middle of the goddamn swamp, because of course we are. Oh, we turned some of their own dudes against them! They didn't just leave. They went where the money was. We even got some of their champions! Oh, Lord in heaven. That's gonna get busy real quickly.
Faster, you bastards!
Pretty much. Implying we don't take extensive damage. Because we're in the goddamn swamp. That's a very good way for shit to go bad real quick. The good news is we're also in dark time, too. And we've got meat shields. The fact we have some champions with us is a good thing. We do need to source the range contingent as soon as possible, or we're dead men walking. His arm's clipped, but he'll live. That was probably the wrong song to play right now, unfortunately. Apply a little bit of the magic. That's a confirmed poison. Even getting a little bit of special medication out on the field is going to be a win for us. Mmm, tasty.
Tastes like kitty power.
Satori's shield is officially fucked. Oh, the arm muscles just... Ah, boy, okay. So Mr. Fearless can't fight. Now this is a bold stance to take.
Take his drink now. And see if anyone charges him. If not, next round he's diving.
God, they're just breaking all my shields right now.
Archers coming from the north.
Oh, he broke. That was a waste of a second strike. Great, they've got a sword master causing hell up there. Poison got scattered in the mix there, which is good. That's not so good. Oh, right, because he's on a focus mind potion, Clarity gives him +1 AP.
Hold the line!
The north is collapsing. That should take him out. Well, he bled out. Our range contingent's fucked right now. Oh yeah, we're fucked. Unless this turns around real quick, they have all their archers and we don't. Oh boy, Swordmaster coming from the north. Yeah, we need to kill that guy. God damn it. Off by 3.
Hold the line!
I really need to just start webbing people. Wow, dunked the monk. Finally got the guy with the axe. Okay, now we're starting to pull it out. That's a good turn. Walk on in, and da-da-da! That's a double kill. That's them gonna start to panic here real soon with those kind of casualties.
Hold the line!
That's a good hit for effect. Yeesh, that poison bites. Good stuff. Holy crap, I got a stun. Now the problem is the entire north is all archers. And you have a goddamn tower shield. Fish is kind of in deep in the south without any help. Uh-oh. Oh, thanks. Push the person right into my person, you ass.
Hold the line!
Got the Swordmaster.
Holy shit! Yeah, he just cracked his skull open like a melon. Then again, this is his preferred enemy, and the reason why we're even on this contract, so it makes sense. That is a lot of shooters going wild. Yeah, she just needs to hold out until backup arrives.
Hold the line!
And Ulfbert's shield just went again.
Wow, he rolled lucky.
Now that's terribly helpful in the moment, but hey.
God, we need new shields. All of our shields are broken.
Yeah, time for him to get the fuck out of Dodge. When your guts start looking, you know, from the inside on the outside, that's not good.
Also, I paid off some of the brigands to fight for our side. I don't actually have 25 personal forces on the field. I've got 18.
Out of ammo. And she is out.
Faster, you bastards!
Hit points down, pierce cheek down. Yeah, no, we just need to get him out of there if we can. If I'm running out of ammo, you're certainly running out of ammo by this point. Let's see. We probably win this, but I'm going to give it a second shot because the swamps are kind of bullshit. And it keeps wanting me to fight in this swamp for this brigand camp. Oh god, this is gonna get ugly fast. So I'm gonna just reset for the outfits to not look like crap. In all earnesty, it looked like we had an okay starting position. But yeah, swamp maps are kind of just... Did we happen to get the high ground? No? Well then, eat shit, nerd. But yeah, no, this battle gets bigger. This is more like a noble battle than anything else. That's a new campaign. Whoop. Now let's hope this works a little better. But yeah, no, 37 versus 46. Sad fact is, I would take 50s in this environment. That's a damn good shot.
Faster, you bastards!
Now, I need a source where all their archers are so we can try and take them out as quickly as possible. Their longswordsmen honestly aren't all that bad. The fact they're fighting here on good, stable ground is a little infuriating. Because they have a pretty definitive advantage up there. Also, the Swordmaster right there is still a pain in the ass. Right, forgot to switch out his whip. So that's a little awkward, but we'll make this work. Also, why are our master archers in, like, shitty rags? Don't stand in the swamp gunk. Fight where you have advantage, you fools.
Faster, you bastards!
Also, who would willingly want to make their HQ in a Actually, it's very defense, but you get all your troops sick all the time.
Hello there, good sir.
Push him out of the way so we can actually get in there, hopefully. I'm sorry? That's a stun. Can't get in there in the moment.
Am I a son of a bastard?
Not sure if that means anything. I mean, yeah.
But unfortunately, modern day.
Defending someone else for the round, which is a surprisingly interesting way of doing that. Also, ow, headshot.
The name of the game is Battle Brothers. No, I haven't set up sufficiently to use my face cam.
Also, ow, 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 ow. Oh, great to just run me in there, you ass. Alright, where's the... Or the game just crashed.
Well, apparently there's like a stack error or something, so I guess the Swordmaster did something jank.
And whilst I will disagree with that opinion, you have every right to hold it, good sir.
The States.
That's the first time I've ever had a Stack Overflow crash, which is interesting. Let's try this again without a crash. So ostensibly we want to move the north as quickly as possible, given that ground's actually really good. No headshot.
Faster, you bastards!
Definitely ostensibly want to start moving north. If just only to have some ground to stand on. That's a choke. The South is pretty badly screwed, all things considered.
So if we go away from the south, they'll have to catch us.
Unfortunately, the people we're going to have down there are going to be gone. No way they're surviving that. It'd be nice, but no. Oh god, the Swordmaster's right there. Oh shit. That Swordmaster's gonna have a fucking ball of a time, especially since I can't shoot him.
Not easily. Not with all those bodies in the way. Wow, he actually clonked him on the head.
That's impressive considering the Swordmaster has stupid amounts of melee defense.
Shot misfired.
Jesus, that's a bill hook to his torso. And that barely did nothing. That's also a lot of great swords on that line over there. We gotta deal with that fairly quickly. Crunch! And no more longsword there. Well, that choke held up well. Kinda hoping for more than just nothing out of that, but if it works... Yeah, that entire master firing archer line is bad. And I can't stop them. Realistically, I'm losing someone to them. Fuck.
Faster, you bastards!
Okay, so he's just routing at that point. He's done. How the hell are we gonna deal with the Sword Masters? The question of the hour. I'm already wondering how the hell I'm gonna deal with 80 people shooting around, but the Swordmaster problem is a very real problem. Thinking I just have to sack that guy, unfortunately. He's already going to die, so... Why are all of our archers down south? Thankfully, one of our champions is right up in their business, so, Wow, the Swordmaster missed. Okay, that buys time. Time that we kind of need. Okay, that was just a clean headshot. That's a fatigue shot that just ruined that guy, so that's great. Yeah, keeping this up and the Swordmaster's gone. The South is surprisingly handling it.
Faster, you bastards!
Was that befuddlement and stun? Yeah, he's just getting real tired real quickly. Not the best defenses either. Well, got one of their monks. Also, potions have to be drinking outside of a melee. Makes sense to me. Guy's not gonna wait there and wait for you to drink. Did Satori's shield break again? Oof, okay, that's not good. That must be where the spare spear went then, which is shitty. Probably not a good use of the stamina. Swordmaster is gone. And the bottom is actually losing at this point.
Faster, you bastards!
That's a hit, alright. Smacking that armor down. And that's some bloody murder there. What I need is a shield of some kind. That's gonna get him knee-deep in shit water. That gets him into the fight, and most people here are tired as hell. Well, time for some armor saves. Given Zatori's relative lack of exhaustion, though, he's actually going to move pretty fast. Keep banging on those drums. Friendly forces coming in. Oh god, that not swordmaster, that long swordsman just got ripped open. Looks like the elite managed to make it in. That's a re-rally, unfortunately. Yeah, all those people are coming up from the south, so we're gonna start retreating them back.
Faster, you bastard!
That's a lost quadrant for now. Satori is able to whip up a shield right back into his arms and start clobbering. Maybe. I was about to say, who broke whose shield? Almost broke his arm wide open. Clonk, clonk, bitch. Ow. He's dead. He is so fucking dead. You need to go. That's a tag. All we needed.
Faster, you bastards!
Lucky fucker. Lived by an inch. Fish's headgear is now officially broken and probably would be best suited to, you know, getting her out of there.
Ooh, meaty chop. Oh, hey, he's coming back. Fish is not dead, but struck down, unfortunately.
Faster, you bastard!
Just out of range for that support, unfortunately. Which actually makes it kind of questionable whether or not I want to keep doing that. Ooh, boy. Well, Nelly. Out of ammo. Chug down a potion. She is extradited from the battlefield. Yeah, unfortunately that kite shield's a little heavy for him. Being a miner doesn't help. Coal in the lungs. Jesus, everyone's tired to hell. And no rebounds, I take it. Well, there goes his ugly head. Just double checking who drops. Now we're in the fray.
Faster, you bastard!
We're pushing in. Yeah, he just bled out all over the place and died.
Nice. I'll take that. Not comfortable with how direct of a slingshot that shot is. Clean, straight shot as far as we can see. Oh, wow. Okay. They all just fucking panicked. If they're flipping shit, they're not shooting. If they're not shooting, we're winning. Oh, that wasn't a champion, that was a sword master. In that case, God bless that fucking sword master. Okay. Now we're starting to get some meaty chunks. And Satori will rest for the round. Or Satori just took a pretty bad body shot. They are rapidly collapsing. Yeah, Eggle in the back there is still scary. We're taking him out. Give that man credit, though. He is fighting it out. Clunk. We'll use him for tie downs. Yeah, they're just trying to get out of there at this point. They've routed. This is a full rout. You son of a bitch, shooting my people in the back. That's a lot of dead men on the ground. But I think that's about as close to victory as we're gonna get. Oh, Eggel's in full retreat now. Got his masterwork crossbow. The Horned Nailer, a pull-lever crossbow that can propel bolts over medium distances, effective even in the hands of laymen, but requires almost a full turn to reload. Well balanced and with extraordinary strong sinews, this weapon is truly the work of a master craftsman. It's over. If it's on the ground, we are gonna obtain it. Also, what did... Oh. So, Fish lost her ear. Siegfried lost his eye. All in all, for permanent wounds, that's pretty damn lucky. And plus, Siegfried's gonna look a hell of a lot cooler with an eye patch. You look around the battlefield. Everywhere you see slain bodies, some missing an arm or a leg, others without a head to cut off in what was most likely one powerful swing. Most of the equipment carries marks of heavy fighting not long ago. You start looking over your crew to assess the situation. With as much spoil as your company can carry, it's time to get paid. Fury Chant. Ulfhildr has leveled up, and we will gain her some additional fighting experience. Oswald has leveled up. Not a good time for anyone, but hey, who wants to get paid? There was 4 of their forces left. Oh, whoa, no. Go fuck yourself. That is scum. Just a casual marching army of 32 of the bastards? Hell no. I ain't gonna pay myself any more crowns. Ah, yes, I am disloyal to myself. So, yes, I'm just angry at myself. Grrr! I'm not paying myself more. So it literally does nothing, because I can't desert myself. Orthis just bails. Oh, we had no food. What the fuck do you mean we didn't have any food? Well, that's kind of bullshit. And there ain't no kind of falling back on that one, because that happened before all that went down. So that's kind of shitty, but whatever. Do they leave their stuff behind? Okay, thank God we at least get the stuff. Howdy, Dragon Tamer. Oof. You meet with Flechenstein. You return to Flechenstein to meet with Duke Ruthard von Erblin, claiming a reward for all the troubles your company had to endure as your main priority. When you're being summoned to Duke Ruthard von Erblin, your mercenaries are already trading away spoils acquired through this adventure. You head off to the meeting, accompanied by personal guards of Duke Ruthard von Erblin and the local militia captains. Everyone present at the meeting with Duke Ruthard von Erblin can clearly sense mixed feelings coming from him. On one side, relief with the threat eliminated, but on the other, anger due to giving away a small fortune that was promised. Finally, you're given the reward. Walking around Flechenstein, you notice it's been well prepared for the eventuality of a siege. This adventure did not come cheap. Anyway, for the Satori Man. Take off your bone greave. And now you have a light padding replacement. 20% of the armor's fatigue is now just knocked off. So now we can equip much heavier things on you without any durability loss. Given that you're base minor, yeah, you kind of needed it. Yeah, and hopefully it's sooner rather than later. Humanity was not meant to be in the dark after all. I need access to a temple. Also, I have no one to take up the knife again. Quick, but not what I'm looking for, I think. Bad talent stars. Paranoid and scared of the beast, but otherwise a solid frontline fighter. Uh, 50 a day is pretty... Could not handle goblins right now. What I need is a day or two to rest. Huh, I wonder why I can't see the entirety of my towns list. Yeah, it's not a good position to be in. Huh, I got this oh yeah, that's right, we've had that pole arm for quite some time. What, does it spew out water or something? Or, oh no, she's using the light. Okay, that is clever. Give her credit for that one. Go do caravanning. Or go stop caravanning. Yeah, that is a bit, actually, as I think about it. That was not the smartest thing she could have done. In fact, this is why one has torches, right? Or torches in quotations. Do I not have seasoning salts? Oh shit, I'm out of seasoning salt. That's not good. We will ruin Satori's armor for that fatigue recovery, even though it's shit. A very stupid shield maiden. Not a good idea. Oh, fucking goddamn double clicking. He had iron lungs too. You know what? Fuck that. Nope. I'm willing to scum that. I really do need to get a new mouse though, not mic. Go get our pay. Go get the guy. He's shit anyway. Sellswords are always good backgrounds, but we can do better. And I just sold the bag of goodies. Whatever. So yeah, the nail is just a better version of our current crossbow, which, you know. That's good. But unfortunately not as much of a marked upgrade as I would like. Plus, this one's runed, but I can always just re-rune it later. The armor piercing on this thing is what makes it glorious. Kinda sucks. I just got dagger access and now it's gone. Wait, do I seriously not have a scouting camp? Screw it, I'll take a scouting camp. Anyway, what is this Swordmaster's equipment? He's got a heavy cloak, coat of scales, and a mail halberd. Right, that hasn't been made yet. Alright. That seems a little light for him. I think he was wearing this before, yeah. Question, for items in the fridge, can you ice... Do you still have any ice or no? God, all they want me to do is burn down caravans. Hatred Undead. Not that monk. Eagle-eyed. Asthmatic. Eat shit. Honestly, he's not a bad character. He's just not... Hell with it. Who wants to be a monk? He can job for the time being, and if he makes it somewhere... 75 base, that's pretty fucking bad. And that's before he even has gear on. How the hell is he going to survive? I know monks aren't, supposed to be, the biggest badasses around, but holy shit. He can't even carry his armor and weapon.
Shitty fatigue means he's a dead man walking.
He's gonna have to hope that he makes it, because he's not. He is very distinctively not. Basic medicine. Pie. Some beer. What's it take to make happy powder? Requires requires ghoul, ghast, and alp. Gothenmond is where? To Grunfrost. Where are they going? There. Well, they've got a distance to go. Might as well keep ourselves busy until they get here. So certainly ain't gonna be anytime soon. Blind old man, go on safely, my dude. Herbs, gossamer, meats, oil, light padding replacement, there we go. So now you can dump off the bone plating and take on the light padding replacement. Take off the thick scale armor and get the Coda scales. Get you a lighter shield, so that's going to be heater. Puts you exactly at 60 for the time being. And that's going to do for your armor for the time being, because otherwise you're eating a whole 55. And that's fairly heavy armor as is. Unfortunately, no extra goodies on top of that padding, but, you know, minor background. We're just gonna have to get your health jacked. Gold laminar. You're a Battleforged bro, so we should probably see if we can't get you a different T2. As hilarious as this would be, not fucking happening. You're probably sticking to a chain or a leather scale for the time being. I mean, that's not awful. He'd need to gain a lot more fatigue, but he could put on heavy laminar. Ulfhilder is just fucking bitching for her own armor score. Koba should really have a tabard by this point. So heavy laminar can go on a Koba just fine. You're a Leaf. And you're actually right on point. You can actually put on some heavier armor. Except your leather jacket accommodates for the rest of it. Okay. If anything, matching set would be ideal for him. Reinforced heavy brigandine. Wonder what we could slap that to. Dog boy can put on my old sellsword leathers. Sorry, it's that time of, evening where we gotta just do all that maintenance on armor. Honestly, she should take the bone plating so that she's better protected. Huh, Herman has no 4 slot. Well, looks like he's got a purple mantle now. For 30 points extra fatigue, that's not bad. Needless to say, there's no point for him to stand in the back anymore. Siegfried now joins the front. Alright, gear is pretty well maintained. So what kind of food does Grunfrost have? We've got meats. If we had fruit, we could make a pie. Fortunately, we don't, but we have roots and berries. That'll make up for a bit, I guess. We'll head to Windfest in the time being. That caravan is going to take for fucking ever. Especially if I want to ambush it anywhere remotely close to, where it's going. Tough. Hatred of Nobles, quick. Not the worst hedge knight I've ever seen. Master Stroke Undead. Oh god, I'm not dropping 30k on that. Huh. Don't Basniks craft into, like, the wolf helm? Basniks do indeed craft into the woven helm. Best stock up while we're here. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta do a lot of economizing. It's a bitter realization with how long that caravan's gonna take to get here. It won't pay for the daily wage. That money can work forward, honestly. Worse, you survived a fight in which your ear got clipped off, and then you decided immediately to desert. To be fair, it was a glorious fight. Hello, what's... A Hexen Coven with a Notchair, Unhold, Webnecks, and Scrats. That seems like a bad take. Oh god, they got eliminated. Hey look, I did what I could. Honestly, I still find it kind of bullshit that, you know... lol, fucking dessert. One could argue I didn't have any food at the time, but on the other hand, it probably all spoiled or something. It was just extremely RNG bad luck. Which turbo sucks because, you know, I was ready for you to go do knifey things. I mean, it would be nice if that was the case, if you could get someone back after they've deserted, but unfortunately, they show up in the obituary, which means they're pretty fucking dead, bro.
Faster, you bastards!
I actually also just got the red dagger, too. The one that's, like, really fucking poisonous. That's disrespect up there. Again, all I'm gonna say is at least you had a glorious end in fighting the, Oh yeah, no, we still have the poison dagger. It's not like you left all your shit behind, thankfully. Just one. Just the one. That's pretty done. It's over. Hey, look, you even survived a big fight. There comes a point where you look at that and go, okay, you're a dick, RNG. Because this... Oh, the caravan's right up ahead. Okay. Let's get this stuff pitched and then get ready to jump it. As much as I do not enjoy doing these jobs. There's still the Covenant of Hexen up there. The gems sell well. The salts does not. Ah, that fire is why everything's ruined. How's that Hexen Coven? I still don't trust our ability to fight Scrats as much as I want to. I have no dedicated axe fighters. You come across a kid squatting beside a creek bed. He's using a stick to draw figures in the mud. Little stick men with great horned helms and little uns necked beside him, though even smaller figures appear well armed and armored. Satori the miner asks the runt what exactly he's doing. Drawing the greenies, been seeing 'em a lot. Skittering and scattering the hills they are, like rats in open pantry, my pa says. You ask where he lives. He points up to the wooded slopes of a nearby hill. Yonder, got a good view of what's coming. Suppose you will too in time. An old man yells for the kid and obeys, dropping his tools and atavic artistry and heading for the hill. I gots to work. You fellas have fun and don't step on my drawings. Now you realize the stick figures are orcs and goblins, but maybe the kid is just playing fantasy. rebound because I was noticing how bad the fatigue was. To arms! Pop and lock. Also, lots of House of Red.
Hold the line.
They're coming in. Oh, I could have Fury Chanted. I forgot I had that ability with the Vala now. Clonk. I just realized the Billmans are... Ooh, ow, 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 wow, wow, ow, wow. Okay, go fuck yourself, buddy. Satori, show him a good time. Oops. Well, that works. I actually do need to tie people down in melee, and I need to make sure that Arbalest gets taken out. Flails would be useful, but no one here particularly specializes in that. What'd be even more useful is if we had the ability to, if we had the ability to break shields. Of course, when the standard fare fails... brute force works just as well. Also, noble troops are deceptively lightly armored. Need to make sure we don't have any runners, or else we are going to have a problem. Clunk. Double clunk. Hey, Rally, give him credit. Deep face gash means he's not alive. We're not going to live long. He's trying to run, but it ain't working out for him. Ah, yes, recover. Good universal skill. Not gonna help him out terribly much. You see, that's a trap. Let them run away, and it counts all survivors having run away. We need no survivors for this one. It'd be funny to do a barbarian game, because this is going to be your main bread and butter, just hitting caravans. Especially when you just go full-on favorite enemy, commoner and noble. Thematically cool, but not very practical in the long run. Not unless you have a house that you really hate. There we go. Job's done. Pole hammer. Wait, why are they outfitted in yellow? They're pretty distinctively red. Whatever. The wagon's still burning. You come to a wooden chest and kick it open. Scrolls pop out, unfurling and scattering in the wind. You catch one and give it a read. It's a report on earnings, or lack thereof, of Count Librick von Steinwall's territory. It appears to have been intended to reveal the man's financial frugality. If you wanted, you could use this against him. We shall give it to our employer as a token of loyalty. Because, you know... I kind of want that allied status. That's what our ambition has been for the longest amount of fucking time. Brigand scouts. If they engage us, they engage us. Which they have deemed to do.
So they have chosen death.
For one, they're using marksmen. Still deadly, because they can shoot. There goes Horst!
Faster, you bastards!
Caw-caw, Adelion. To be fair, Horst is not a good character. I thought he was gonna be okay, but no, he's bad. Alright, shields up, brothers. We will wait for them to engage us properly, and then... Actually, I just cooked off so much of his fucking stamina, which is not good. He was essentially the jobber, yes. Fury chant. Looks like they've got a handful of shooters, nothing too particularly bad for a group of veterans. They'll die. They will die, and die, and die. Because again, the main issue with the Peasants' Militia is they have no specialists. They don't really believe in that whole, noble class thing. And so they kind of take exception to, anyone who isn't, of talent. Fury stance active. Bonk.
Faster, you bastards!
There's a reason we don't charge the enemy when they're willing to do it for us. We push in, yeah, but we don't engage as we don't need to. That was 2 lucky strikes, I will admit. That's 2 33s that Glaive just nailed like the badass that he is. Satori is not exactly doing all that great with being able to punch through that, so we'll just shield up for the turn. I'll tie down people with, Alativo. Wow, Puppy actually made it in without dying. I'm using a frickin' tower shield, buddy. Your odds of hitting me are very low. Banging on the drums. Yes, that's that one guy's job. He just chips away at our fatigue. Oh, how'd D&D go? Also, nice asthma. Nobody escapes death for long. Although I'll admit what I wouldn't give for a good battle axe. Come on, get you some. That's why we wear a helmet. And alright, so you're currently at the mall. I can only see this going interestingly.
Faster, you bastards!
Our flag bearer may need to back up. Oh, you lucky pawns. Ooh, sliced it right clean in the neck. Really? You nailed him? Oh, yeah, nope, she's gonna go now.
Faster, you bastards!
This is what we like to call back up the fucking flag. Also, apparently Olativo grumpy as shit because he keeps ripping people's heads off. Oh wow, he's actually utterly too fatigued to keep that up. Realistically, you're probably the one who's got the best shot. Hilariously enough, Glaive basically just ran up and took a body shot for the company. Or rather, would have, except they didn't shoot that way. Good hit for effect. Okay, she's in the grass. We can get back to fighting. Yeah, Rigby don't want to get hit by some random fucking archer. So she just snapshot 2 archers out of existence. And she's out of war chants right now because she needs to catch her breath. Turns out sing-songing about death is exhausting. That's another kill. And Oswald's shield just got broken again. And our shield mate just jabbed some guy in the fucking eye. That's pretty nasty. Only their religious fanatics are keeping them well in line. The rest of them are just kind of, you know, collapsing. And you have no more arrows because I forgot to switch that out. Well, time to join people in the fray. Bonk. Are we talking like DVDs and shit? And that sounds less like a trap and more of just punishing lawbreakers, at least in my neck of the woods. I'm gonna laugh if you guys got your ass whooped by Rent-A-Cop. Seems like Zeus is coming to bother me about something. Zeus, I already told you, I did not sleep with 3 of your daughters and 1 of your boys.
Well, they said otherwise, sir, and there's 16 children dead too!
Only 3 of them were my fault.
Sorry about that.
Yar.
God bless roommates. They're good boy.
So what happened in the combat log? Oh, right, I killed someone and that's it.
I thought it was their turn at this point.
Oh, well.
Get up a little closer so I don't get rocked by their archers, who look like they're fucking off at this point.
There goes his headgear. Yeah, they're hard routing. Not a good day for the bad guys. And just remember, they chose this fight. I let them walk. I was more than willing to let them walk. Bark, bark!
Yeah, no, there. Now that I've reread what happened with the DMing scenario, what the fuck? 2v8 is already a bad situation if they're on equal power level.
But 2v8 enemies in essentially, what is this, like, ostensibly a deathmatch setting. Yeah, I think he's gonna listen for the simple fact of when the party is dead, there's no game. Kind of hard to have a game when everyone who's, you know, on the adventure is dead. You know, just small difficulties. Hard to adventure when you're, you know, several feet in the ground. He's gone. It's over. Oh, right, our spike. Sort of need our legendaries. The unfortunate thing is just, yeah, we're gonna have to abandon most of this loot. Our bags are too full. And we're about to get forcibly downsized on inventory too, so... The more we can get rid of right now, the safer our final loot total is gonna be. Alright, we should be good on that. Okay, who's here for recruit? No one really notable. Let's get to Groenberg. Well, here's a male thief. Optimistic, hatred of the nobles. Good talent stars. There's just one downside. None of his shit's good for thieving. I gotta go open the door for Kitty, because there's a cat in here and he's probably afraid. There you go, Kitty. You can get out. But yeah, no, if those stats were elsewhere, he'd be fantastic. As it stands, he's kinda really Like, for one, he's one of the few people who we want initiative stars on, just to go fast. Also, Siegfried the Torturer. One-handed sword mastery. God, he's got a long way to go if he's going to be a duelist. Satori, level 9. Right. Favored enemy orcs. How many has he killed? He has killed one greenskin. Here comes many more. Master level for Olativo. The path of mastery with the longsword is going to take quite some time. Now, you turn to Count Liebig von Steinmüll. He turns to you seeming angry. You know folks are talking about what you did, right? No, I killed everyone. What the fuck? You know people are talking about what you did, right? Smiling, you hold up the incriminating papers. Would you rather they talk about this instead? The man almost gasped before sitting down into his chair. Alright, are you extorting me? You put the papers on his table and shake your head. I thought about it, but I'd rather not bite the hand that feeds just because it just so happens it happens to be holding something tasty this one time. But I didn't lose any reputation, so I didn't have anything happen, so the text is weird. That's incredibly weird.